Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. My name is Emma, and I am so happy to be here with you today. This is a friendly podcast for English learners. We always use simple words and short sentences, so everyone can understand. Today, we have a very interesting topic. We are going to talk about what successful people do every morning. I think this topic can help all of us live better every day. I am here with my friend Alex. Hi, Alex. Are you ready to talk about mornings today?
Hi, Emma. Hi, everyone. My name is Alex, and yes, I am very ready. I love this topic so much. I think mornings are very important. How we start our day can change everything. Successful people know this. They don't just wake up and check their phone right away. They have a plan for their morning. They do special things to feel good and be ready for the day. Today, Emma and I will talk about these things. We hope you learn something useful. Let's start.
Okay, let's begin with the first and most basic thing. What time do successful people wake up? I think many of us like to sleep late, especially on weekdays. But did you know that many successful people wake up very early? Some wake up at 5 or 6 in the morning. This gives them extra time before work starts. They use this quiet time to think, plan, and prepare for the day. When you wake up early, the house is quiet. Nobody needs anything from you yet. You have time just for yourself. Alex, what do you think about waking up early?
I think waking up early is one of the best things you can do for yourself, Emma. When I wake up early, I feel more calm and ready for the day. But I know it's hard for many people. Some people say, I am not a morning person. That's okay. You don't need to wake up at 5 in the morning right away. You can start slowly. Try waking up just 15 or 20 minutes earlier than usual. Then slowly move the time earlier each week. Small changes are easier than big changes. The important thing is to give yourself more time in the morning.
That's great advice, Alex. Starting slowly is always a good idea. Now, let's talk about something many successful people do right after they wake up. They do not check their phone first. I know this is very hard for many people, including me sometimes. We want to see messages, news, or social media right away. But successful people wait. They say the first 30 minutes of the morning should be for yourself, not for other people's messages. When you check your phone right away, other people's problems become your first thoughts of the day. That's not a good way to start.
I completely agree, Emma. Checking the phone first thing in the morning is a bad habit. It puts your brain into a busy, stressed mode very quickly. Successful people protect their morning time. They want to start the day with calm thoughts, not with news or messages. I tried this myself last month. I stopped checking my phone for the first hour after waking up. And honestly, I felt so much better. My mornings were calmer and more peaceful. It was hard at first, but after 1 week, it became easier. I really recommend everyone to try this simple change.
That's wonderful that it worked for you, Alex. I want to talk about water now. This sounds very simple, but it is really important. Many successful people drink a glass of water right after they wake up. When we sleep, our body doesn't get water for many hours. So in the morning, our body is thirsty. Drinking water right away helps wake up your body and your brain. Some people also add lemon to their water. Lemon water is good for your body in the morning. It's a very easy habit to start. You just need a glass of water. That's all.
Yes, water in the morning is so simple but so powerful, Emma. I started doing this about 6 months ago, and I really feel a difference. My body feels more awake, and I have more energy in the morning. Another thing successful people often do in the morning is exercise. This doesn't need to be a long workout at the gym. Even a short walk, some stretching, or 20 minutes of exercise is enough. Moving your body in the morning wakes you up naturally. It also helps your mood. When you exercise, your brain makes happy chemicals, so you feel better and more positive all day.
Exercise in the morning really is a great habit. I know some people say they are too tired to exercise in the morning, but actually, morning exercise gives you more energy, not less. Your body wakes up, your blood moves faster, and you feel more alive. I started doing short morning yoga last year, and it really changed my mornings. Even just 10 or 15 minutes made a big difference. You don't need a gym or expensive equipment. You can exercise at home, in your garden, or in a nearby park. The important thing is to move your body before the busy day starts.
That's so true, Emma. Even a short walk outside in the morning is very helpful. Now, let's talk about meditation. Many successful people meditate in the morning. I know the word meditate can sound difficult or strange, but it is actually very simple. Meditation means sitting quietly and focusing on your breathing for a few minutes. You don't need to do anything special. Just sit, close your eyes, and breathe slowly. This helps your mind become calm and clear before the day starts. Even 5 minutes of meditation in the morning can reduce stress and help you think better. Many famous business people do this every single day.
I think meditation sounds scary to many people, but it really is very simple. You just need to be quiet for a few minutes. I started meditating for just 5 minutes every morning, and I noticed that I feel less stress during the day. My mind feels clearer. I can think better and make better decisions. There are also many free apps that can help you meditate. They give you simple instructions and calming music, so you don't need a teacher. You just need a quiet place and a few minutes of time. I really think everyone should try morning meditation, even for just 1 week.
Yes, Emma, even 1 week of morning meditation can show good results. Now I want to talk about something very important, a healthy breakfast. Successful people don't skip breakfast. They eat good food in the morning to give their body energy. Things like eggs, fruit, oatmeal, or yogurt are great morning foods. When you eat a good breakfast, your brain has energy to think and work. When you skip breakfast, you feel tired and it's hard to focus. I know some people say they are not hungry in the morning, but even a small, healthy breakfast is much better than nothing at all.
A healthy breakfast really does make a big difference to your whole day. I also want to talk about planning. Successful people use their morning time to plan their day. They look at what they need to do and decide what is most important. Some people write a list of 3 main tasks for the day. This helps them stay focused and not feel overwhelmed. When you have a plan in the morning, your day feels more organized. You know what to do, and you don't waste time deciding later. It's like a map for your day. Without a plan, it's easy to get lost and feel busy but not productive.
Planning in the morning is such a powerful habit, Emma. I do this myself, and it really helps me. Every morning, I write 3 things I want to finish that day. Just 3. Not 20, not 10, just 3 important things. This makes me feel calm because I have a clear goal. When I finish those 3 things, I feel successful. I think many people feel busy all day, but don't finish anything important. This happens because they don't plan. When you plan in the morning, you use your time much better. You do less, but you do the right things, and that makes a big difference.
I love the idea of just 3 goals. That's very manageable. Let me talk about reading now. Many successful people read in the morning. They read books, articles, or news about their area of work. Reading helps them learn new things and stay informed. They also say that reading in the morning starts the brain well. It's like warm-up exercise for your mind. You don't need to read for a long time. Even 10 or 15 minutes of reading in the morning is a great habit. You can learn so much in just a few minutes every day if you are consistent. Small daily reading adds up over time.
Reading in the morning is such a good habit. I try to read for at least 10 minutes every morning. Sometimes I read a book, sometimes an interesting article. It helps me feel smarter and more ready for the day. I also want to mention gratitude. Many successful people practice gratitude in the morning. This means thinking about things you are happy and thankful for. You can write 3 things you are grateful for in a small notebook. This simple practice changes how you feel. When you focus on good things, your mood becomes positive. Starting the day with gratitude helps you feel happier, even on difficult days.
Gratitude is such a beautiful morning habit, Alex. I started writing 3 grateful things every morning last year. At first, it felt strange, but after a few days, I started to really feel it. I noticed more good things in my life. I felt happier and more positive. Our brain tends to focus on problems and bad things. Gratitude practice helps train the brain to see good things too. You don't need a special notebook. Any piece of paper works. Or you can just think of 3 grateful things in your mind. It takes only 2 or 3 minutes, but can really change your whole day and mood.
That's so true, Emma. Gratitude is simple but very powerful. Now I want to talk about something called a morning routine. This means doing the same things in the same order every morning. For example, wake up, drink water, exercise, eat breakfast, plan the day. When you do the same things every morning, it becomes automatic. You don't need to think about what to do next. Your body and brain just do it. This saves energy and time. Successful people often have a strong morning routine. It makes their mornings smooth and calm, not stressful and messy.
A morning routine is really helpful. When everything is automatic, you feel more in control of your day. Alex, I also want to talk about something many people forget. Successful people often avoid negative things in the morning. For example, they don't watch sad news or read angry things online first thing. They protect their morning mood. If you fill your mind with negative things early in the morning, it's hard to feel motivated and happy for the rest of the day. So it's important to choose carefully what you see, read, and listen to during your morning time. Positive inputs lead to positive energy.
That's such an important point, Emma. What we put into our mind in the morning stays with us all day. Successful people are very careful about this. They choose positive books, calm music, or inspiring podcasts in the morning, not negative news. I also want to mention something about waking up with a purpose. Successful people wake up because they have something they care about. They have goals and dreams. When you have a reason to wake up, mornings feel exciting, not difficult. So it helps to think about your goals and your dreams. Why do you want to wake up early? What do you want to do with your life?
That's a really inspiring point, Alex. Purpose makes everything easier. I want to talk about sleep now too, because mornings and sleep are connected. If you want a good morning, you need a good night of sleep. Successful people usually go to bed early so they can wake up early. They try to sleep 7 or 8 hours. When you sleep well, waking up is much easier. Your body feels rested and your mind is clear. So a good morning actually starts the night before. Going to bed at the same time every night helps your body know when to sleep and when to wake up.
You're right, Emma. Sleep and mornings are totally connected. You can't have a great morning without a good night of sleep. I think another interesting thing to mention is that successful people usually don't use the snooze button. You know the snooze button, right? It's when you turn off your alarm, but then sleep again for a few more minutes. Many people do this, but those extra minutes of sleep are not good sleep, and they make it harder to wake up. When you hear the alarm, try to get up right away. It's hard at first, but after a few days, your body starts to get used to it.
The snooze button is such a temptation. I used to press it 5 times every morning, but when I stopped, I actually felt more awake and less tired. It's strange, but true. Now, let's talk about something a little different. Some successful people spend a few minutes in the morning on a personal project they love. This could be writing, drawing, playing music, or any creative hobby. Doing something you love in the morning gives you energy and makes you feel alive. It reminds you that life is not just about work and responsibilities. Having a little joy in the morning is very important for your happiness and motivation.
I love that idea, Emma. Doing something creative or enjoyable in the morning really sets a positive tone for the whole day. Even just 10 minutes on something you love makes a big difference. I also think it's important to mention that you don't need to do all these things at once. It can feel overwhelming if you try to change everything in one day. The best way is to start with just one new morning habit. Maybe start by drinking water when you wake up. Do that for 1 week. Then add another habit. Build your morning routine slowly and steadily. Small steps lead to big changes over time.
Starting with just one habit is such good advice, Alex. We often feel motivated and want to change everything immediately, but then it's too hard and we give up. One habit at a time is the smart and kind way to change. I also want to say something about weekends. Some people have a great morning routine on weekdays, but sleep very late on weekends. This makes Monday mornings very difficult. Successful people try to keep a similar wake-up time even on weekends. Maybe 1 hour, like 3 or 4 hours later. This keeps your body clock steady and makes every morning easier.
That's a really practical tip about weekends, Emma. Our body has a natural clock, and when we change our sleep times a lot on weekends, it confuses that clock. Then Monday mornings feel terrible. Keeping a similar wake-up time every day is a great habit. Now I want to share something personal. A few months ago, I didn't have any morning routine. I woke up late, checked my phone right away, skipped breakfast, and rushed to work feeling stressed. I was not happy with my mornings at all. So I decided to change slowly, one habit at a time, and now my mornings are completely different.
I love that you shared that, Alex. I think many listeners can relate to that feeling. I used to have very messy mornings too. I was always running late, always feeling stressed, always forgetting things. Then I started reading about morning routines and decided to try. The first thing I changed was waking up 20 minutes earlier, just 20 minutes. But those 20 minutes gave me time to have a calm breakfast and not rush out the door. That small change made such a big difference. I felt calmer all day. It really showed me how powerful even a tiny morning change can be.
Small changes really do add up over time. I think the most important message of today is that your morning is in your control. You decide how to spend it. You can choose to rush and feel stressed, or you can choose to wake up a little earlier and do good things for yourself. Successful people understand this. They treat their morning time as precious. They protect it. They use it for themselves before giving their time and energy to others and to work. You deserve a good morning too. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it should be intentional and positive.
That's so beautifully said, Alex. Your morning is your time. Protect it and use it well. I want to give a quick summary of everything we talked about today. Successful people wake up early, don't check their phone first, drink water, exercise, eat a healthy breakfast, meditate, read, plan their day, practice gratitude, and do something they love. They also sleep well and keep a consistent schedule. You don't need to do all of these things. Start with one or two. See how you feel. A better morning really can lead to a better day, and better days lead to a better life.
That's a perfect summary, Emma. I am really glad we talked about this today. I hope our listeners feel inspired to try something new tomorrow morning. Remember, you don't need to be a CEO or a famous person to have a good morning routine. Anyone can do this. A student, a parent, a worker, anyone. These habits are free, simple, and available to everyone. The only thing you need is a little motivation and a small step forward. Start tomorrow. Just one new thing. Drink a glass of water when you wake up. See how it feels. That's all you need to do to begin.
Oh, I love that, Alex. Just start with water tomorrow morning. So simple. Well, I think it is time to end today's episode. Thank you so much, Alex, for this great conversation. And a huge thank you to all our wonderful listeners for spending time with us today. I really hope this episode gave you some new ideas and motivation. If you try any of these morning habits, please let us know. We always love to hear your stories. Don't forget to follow our podcast for more easy English conversations every week. Take care, stay positive, and have a wonderful morning tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Emma, and thank you to everyone listening today. This was such a fun and useful topic to discuss. I feel motivated to improve my own morning routine even more after this conversation. Remember, every great day starts with a great morning, and every great morning starts with a small decision the night before. Be kind to yourself, start slowly, and enjoy the process. You are doing great just by listening and learning. Please share this episode with someone who needs a little morning motivation. We will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone, and good morning.